Hello everyone, welcome to the channel one more time. We are with Lorraine. She is from Scotland and today we will be talking about life experience, maybe thoughts and feelings. Hello.
Hello.
How old are you, Lorraine?
78.
78. How was your childhood?
Pretty quiet and uneventful. Fairly happy, I think. No big excitements, no dramas.
No dramas.
No dramas, yes. Just straightforward, yeah.
How was your adolescence?
Interesting,
Mm-hmm.
yes. By the time I was 13, 14, I disliked school and wanted to leave early, which I did do. And I hated school.
Why? Why did you hate
Teachers,
teachers? Mhm.
patronising, bullies, yeah, didn't like them.
Your parents agree with that decision? They don't.
No, parents didn't when I was young. I didn't go to school. There was no occasion for parents to visit school ever, I think. Yeah.
What did you learn from your childhood and from your adolescence?
Well, let's see. When I look back, surprisingly little. No great messages. I think I was a bit of a disruptor by not wanting to stay on at school. My parents expected me to stay at school, and I didn't. But I didn't learn very much from that, other than I was being a bit contrary.
The contrary.
Yeah.
What did you decide to do if you didn't go to school?
I didn't decide to do anything. My father suggested I did a secretarial course.
Secretarial course.
Which I did.
Yeah.
And then for a year, and then by the time I was 16, I got a job in a chartered accountant's office, which I really liked.
Why?
My work was appreciated, I was appreciated, I got paid, and I was becoming more grown up. I wanted to grow up more quickly than I should, I think.
Okay. How has been your life as an adult?
Fairly straightforward, really. No great dramas. I did get divorced 25 years ago, and that hasn't really upset me. I'm happily divorced. Yeah, so I've got one child, and yes, there's not any big drama. Thankfully, not many dramas.
You raised your child by yourself? And,
No, my son, my husband was around until he was 18. So when my son was 18, my ex-husband, we agreed to split up, and he left. And my son went to university at the same time. But I was working all the time, in universities, stuff,
Yeah. What's your passion?
Gardening, the garden.
Gardening, yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Do you like, why you love gardening?
I love flowers. I always have had. Always loved them. From the smallest age, youngest age. And I like gardens, just, I enjoy growing things and looking at them.
Is it, for you, is a kind of a therapy or not? It's just
No, I don't see it as a therapy, but I am always happy when I'm in the garden, unless things are going badly in the garden. Then I'm not happy. But yes, yes, I feel happy to be having exercise, being outside.
taking air fresh air.
Fresh air.
do you have a child? You said, no?
Yes.
What did you learn from him?
I suppose, in a strange way, fear for what might happen to him, fear I might lose him. So I think that's your first thing. And then, yes, you're always alarmed. The minute a baby cries, even if it's not your baby, you're so alarmed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And but the most important lesson is really that you're not number one any longer. You know, you come way back in the pecking order, and that is a difference with people who've never had children. They still think they should come first, I think, some people. And I think once you've had children, I think most parents know they don't come first. I hope.
Yeah. What did you teach him or touch him?
It's really
one or thing specific?
I don't know what I taught him. I don't know what he's I don't know what he's picked up. What is I don't know what he's got from being my son or from my husband's son. I do know that I would say he was very much a peacemaker. So when my husband and I were quarrelling, he would calm things down. So he's still a real peacemaker. And he has 3 daughters. And he has a T-shirt saying, I have no fear. I have 3 daughters.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So he's a peacemaker, yeah.
What nature means for you?
Nature.
Nature.
Being alive, just you know, it's very, very important to me, much more important than I think, than anything else. Yeah, I walk every day, I do a lot of gardening, so I spend a lot of time outdoors in nature, and I really, really like it, you know.
What do you do when are you having hard times?
Garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's gardening. It would be, the small details about things to be done in the garden, or tidying my shed. Yeah, so it would be out of the house, into outside.
That will keep you calm and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for a walk. Yeah,
go for a walk.
Yeah.
What love means for you?
Again, that being afraid that you'll lose the person. The closer you are to people, the more frightened you are, or fearful that you'll lose them. And that is one of the sad things about being older, is that you know you're going to lose everyone, because you're either going to die yourself or going to be in ill health, and everything will fall away, and that is sad. But you don't want your friends to die before you. You want to die before them, and that's interesting, isn't it?
What do you think about die? Everything is the end of everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or what do you think?
Absolutely everything. Dead. You're dead. Just like a beetle, you're dead. And I don't see why human beings should be arrogant to think that there's going to be space made for us after we die. We don't care about the animals we kill, or the ants or the slugs that we kill, So, yeah. But then nature is completely regeneration. So we maybe go back into soil. New generations coming on. Nature just keeps regenerating itself. So death doesn't particularly scare me. Hopefully you feel ill enough when you are ill to welcome death, not,
How often do you see your son?
He phones me most evenings, despite having 3 daughters, a wife and 2 dogs. And I see him maybe 4 or 5 times a year. He lives up in Scotland. Or maybe long. I go up there and he comes down here occasionally.
Do you miss Scotland?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's all in my head, all my memory, in my mind, all the places I've been. So I just have to think about it, go down a road, remember the look of things, the flowers and what have you. Yeah. Quite easy to be back there without having to go.
It's quite near.
Yeah.
Right. Why do you think are you living this experience called life?
I don't think there's any reason at all. I don't think we necessarily have any purpose. My ex-husband always, when I was pregnant, he said, you could just be going to produce the next insurance salesman. As though, the child you have could be very, very ordinary and you just have to go with it, really. And it's not that important in the world. And it's quite true. We're not all going to have prime ministers. And my son has done very well. I'm very pleased with them. It's just that we're all quite ordinary, and I think we should accept that.
Are you proud of your life?
It's not something I would ever think about. I would like to be respected for my life, for having, got through it, thankfully without too much damage. And I wouldn't say I was proud of my life,
If you could change something about your life, what it would be?
Well, originally I would have not taken up smoking when I was 13.
13, smoking.
I gave up when I was 28, but it always affected my lungs for life. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So that was a really silly thing to do. And it's that whole wanting to look grown up, wanting to grow up too quickly.
For you, what forgiveness means?
Oh, swallowing your pride. Knowing that there's always a reason why people act the way they do. They have their own reasons, they have their own history, and the more you can understand about them, the less forgiveness that's needed.
And what do you think about hate? What hate means for you?
Oh, it's too easy. It's the easiest emotion to generate in people. And fear is as well, fear and hate together. And hate comes with fear. Hating people who are gay, hating people of colour, hating people from a different village, hating people from a different football team, hating the motorist in front of you, hating the pedestrian that walks across the road. But we don't need any more divisions between people, and I think we're in a society where people try to create divisions between people.
Thank you very much, Rory.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, and hope you enjoy this interview, and take the thing that you like to take, and Thank you for joining us and see you in the next interview. Bye-bye.